Yeah, quite a few people were not happy the Kraid was actually revealed in the marketing for Metroid Dread. I think there was a whole trailer where the entire plot twist was, hey guys, Kraid is back! Oh yeah, superheated rooms now, fantastic. Although, I guess we just did that in the entirety of the Kraid section, didn't we? But yeah, if I remember correctly, I think it was like the height of the marketing for this game, which was a lot for a Metroid game. I don't think a Metroid game has ever gotten as much marketing as Dread did, which is probably a very large contributor towards it selling as well as it did. I believe Dread is now the #1 selling Metroid game of all time. But more on that in Kraid in a sec, because we have more Adam! Yay. Honestly, I don't think these segments are as bad as they were in Fusion.
This area, Gyrin, appears to be a biological research laboratory. You have already reactivated one generator in this area. There is another sector above you still suffering from the blackout. Find the next generator and reactivate it. You are slowly recovering your abilities. I have still not established what happened to you physically. Don't let your guard down. Your primary objective is to survive. Proceed with the utmost care.
Yeah, see, that one was not too chatty, not a whole lot going on right there. Not to get too sidetracked on Adam for a second, though, kind of back to the marketing of Kraid. I didn't really mind the Kraid was revealed. I think it was like a big deal that he was coming back, because, again, we had not seen Kraid. I guess technically we hadn't seen him since Zero Mission, which was a remake of the original, of course. I can read more of this stuff right here. Where is he? We've already seen what this one can do to me before. Yeah, he's crawling around up there. That's the boost one. That one will ruin my day in a second if I let it. Alright, we do want to go up, though. Well, this is going to be kind of a dicey situation, because he's right there. Ah, man, what an inconvenient spot for an enemy to spawn at. Oh, that's the friggin' story of the enemies, man. Oh, it sees me. Which way are you going to go? Up? Okay, I wanted to go down anyway. Let's see, let's try this way. Yeah, there we go. Outsmarted you that time, didn't I, stupid robot? Okay, I think we want to keep going up right here, and get on out. There we go. Oh, what is going on right there? Huh, kind of looks familiar. But yeah, seeing Kraid again was pretty great, and I didn't really mind that he was in the marketing material as much. Oh yeah, this is actually going to be a dead end for us. Ah, crap, back to the E.M.M.I room it is. I think I have to go down a little bit more. Yeah, we'll come back to this guy just a little bit later. Because, there is one thing we have to do in this section right now, and that is restore the power in the room. And that is what we call very unfortunate E.M.M.I placement, is that right there. Let's see if I can give him the run around this time. Around up here. Yeah, I promise I'll get back to Kraid again when I'm not a scatterbrain. Oh, we're going this way? Oh, I guess this is just a dead end. Well, screw me then, am I right? Yeah, where am I going here? Oh yeah, I think I need to be in that previous room right there. The wrong way. And here we go, now it's a chase sequence. At least we're gonna have some excitement here for once. Let's see if I can outrun my own speed booster, shall we? Rip. And that's the first E.M.M.I death of the game, yeah. Really kind of screwing around there, wasn't I? I mean, what can I say? Outrunning your own speed booster is kind of a pretty daunting possibility, right? Like, you're not gonna be able to do that too easily. Although that was a very unfortunate E.M.M.I spawn, by all means necessary. That doesn't really make sense. I need to escape it with all means necessary. But yeah, this is the first one where, like, it's easy to get tripped up. I wouldn't say this one is terribly difficult to take care of, necessarily. We'll see that later on. That's kind of where my true complaints with E.M.M.Is come on. Not the yellow one, though. The yellow one's still fairly tame in comparison. But to get back to Kraid for a second, yeah, it was good to see him back for sure. We hadn't seen him in a very long time. And I think you have to approach it kind of from Nintendo's standpoint. God, man, these things come at you so fast. Nintendo, like, from their standpoint, like, I get it because, like, Dread is traditionally not really sold very well. Not Dread, but just Metroid in general. God, this is just bad enemy placement. Get out the way! Move! Get out the way! Yeah, but I don't really blame them for wanting to bring out all the stops to make sure the Dread was as good of a seller as possible. And if that meant kind of bringing back a very long-time enemy that we had not seen in a very long time, I mean, I say, like, we go for it. I'm all for it, so... And plus, was there anyone who really saw it was like, oh, they spoiled Kratos in the game, not gonna play anymore? Like, no, I think it just got people hyped, so that was really cool. And I guess I could touch upon Dread's marketing in general, now that we're actually here at the power generator. Can't believe I got turned behind whenever I was doing that to restore the power here. I got caught with my first E.M.M.I death, too. You can see, though, I did immediately spawn where, like, I first came into the E.M.M.I room there, so it's not a huge punishment for for getting caught by an E.M.M.I. I mean, they really kind of balanced it out, because you guys know me. If you've been watching this channel for any length of time and you've watched any of my playthroughs, you know I am not a fan of instant-death. Which is another reason why I was kind of nervous about the E.M.M.I, but they make it to where the instant-death, it's very forgiving. Does that make any segments less frustrating and annoying later on? Not really, but we'll get to that when we'll get to that. Again, the yellow E.M.M.I is fairly inconsequential. Yay, the bomb! So I finally have the morph ball and the bomb combo here. At long last. And you know what we have to do. Whenever you're in the room where you get the bombs, there's gotta be something around here. There we go. Nice. Yeah, it was so nice to see Metroid actually get some decent marketing for once on Nintendo's part. I mean, I would think that Nintendo would figure out that, like, if you do adequate marketing for these games, even if they're not your top tiers, even if they're not your Marios and your Zeldas and your Animal Crossings and things like that, that you can have a lot of success. I think Fire Emblem was a pretty, like, case-in-point example of that. Like, that series had traditionally never really sold well until they decided with, oh, hey, Awakening, how about we actually, like, market it for once? And before you know it, Fire Emblem was this massive thing. Oh yeah, those are the boost, like, the boost bomb paths or something? That's what you can use the bombs for. And yeah, here we go, now we see this guy. That's the guy I beat earlier, the guy that was camouflaging. I wonder what they're doing to him. I love things like that, I love that that's in the background right there. Absolutely more on that later. But yeah, this is another clever way to kind of block progression behind the Morph Ball Bomb, I feel like. Because you could just do it with, like, Morph Ball Bomb blocks, for sure. I mean, previous 2D games did that one absolutely no problem. And that, you know, kind of makes sense, I suppose. But this one kind of gives Metroid a little bit more flavor when it comes to blocking progression off of here. And also, these ramps right here, some of them are one way. You're not always going to find these little, they're not really ramps, like it's just pathways, tubes, something like that. A lot of them are actually going to be one way, so it does kind of make for more interesting map design as well. Let's see if I can get away with this now. Yeah, I don't think this one will be too difficult because we do have the heads up on this thing. But again, with the E.M.M.I, pretty much got to keep moving. I think this is the way we want to go. Yep, this is it. I know because I'm filled with a sense of dread whenever I see water in this game. Oh boy, oh boy. But yeah, if this wasn't a tip-up of what's to come, well, I guess we have another thing coming. Oh yeah, this one's another really annoying enemy placement. Just to get design spikes out of its body, just create them out of nowhere and just shoot them out at you. But yeah, we're actually going on to the next area. Huh. I know we were only in Dayron for a little bit right there, but yeah, pretty much got what I wanted. Morph Ball Bomb. And now, area number 4. I should stop calling them like area number something. They actually have names in this game. Barenia! The water level. Joy. Ooh, nice and stormy, too. Now this kind of reminds me of the pirate homeworld back in Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. I mean, yeah, granted that was acid rain, but I still really love the atmosphere of that game, for sure, man. The Prime series was absolutely second to none when it came to atmosphere back in that era. And a fan! Okay, well, I guess we're not Superwoman yet. We'll probably go faster than the speed of sound to get over that. Yeah, this is gonna be the mandatory water level, though, the Meridia, if you would. I love how we can see creatures in the background right there. Metroid's always been kind of good about that, kind of hinting towards battles that are to come, though. Probably chief in point being the Nightmare from Metroid Fusion. Oh man, that was great. Great seeing that guy back in Other M too, gonna see everything pull together. Boy, Nightmare was just a quintessential Metroid enemy, I feel like. Just, man, disturbing and science fiction-y, and just, man, just tons of good stuff right there, if I do say so myself. But the water one, and water, as always, in a Metroid game, very problematic. And just like how the game kept teasing me with, like, oh, you don't get the Morph Ball yet. You don't get the Morph Ball yet. No, you don't. You don't get the Morph Ball yet. This game kind of does the same thing with the gravity suit, which is in this game, of course. I mean, it's the standard Various suit, gravity suit here. Yeah, could you die? Holy crap, that thing took a lot of hits. But again, we're kind of in a late area. Not a late area, but just an advanced area to where our firepower is just not very up to snuff when it comes to where we are environmentally. So it's going to kind of be a struggle for a little bit. But man, another Adam segment. Although I am tearing through this game right now. Even though I got confused in the last E.M.M.I segment, I pretty much know where I'm going for the most part.
The lower levels of Barenia are mostly submerged. You will need your gravity suit to operate there at full efficiency. Abilities such as the grapple beam or space jump will help you maneuver underwater to an extent. Find them as soon as possible.
Oh, thanks, Adam. Recommending all 3 items that I absolutely do not have. But I guess he spoiled right there that there was the gravity suit anyway. But what were you gonna expect? I mean, I always said, and this was something that I really hoped was going to happen. Like, the next Metroid game had to play it safe, and I hope Prime 4 does this as well. Like, we don't really need innovation or, like, bold new ideas or experimental or anything like that. That's for a healthy series. That's for a series that, you know, has, to great effect, done a lot already and can kind of branch out and experiment if it wants to, because it has that built-in fan base that'll probably buy it and support it no matter what. That's why Zelda can do things like Breath of the Wild, you know, take itself in a radical new direction. Metroid does not have that courtesy, it does not have that privilege, because traditionally it was just not a good seller at all, and I don't think I have what I need to get anything up there anyway, so... I was really glad when Dread came out, and there are a ton of great new ideas, like, don't get me wrong, like, this is absolutely, like, an experimental Metroid to an extent in a lot of ways, especially with some of the power-ups, well, one of the power-ups that I can think of specifically that we're going to be getting soon. However, when it comes to, like, the core gameplay and what it was doing plot-wise and kind of progression-wise and just history of the series, things like that, Dread is not entirely experimental. It's very much like a bread-and-butter Metroidvania, and I would have it no other way, if I'm being honest. Because, if this game didn't really rely on a formula that was already so polished and so well established, by this own series, if I do say so myself, I don't know if it would have been as successful as it was from a critical or sales point, or just from a fan point, man. I think all Metroid fans like Dread. I mean, I've got my complaints with it, like, just a few, really. Like, it's still a fantastic game. And I am a tad bit worried about where some of the trends might lead in the future for Metroid, you know, past Dread. If we even get one, man, I don't even know. But for the most part, it is like a Metroid's Metroid game. Metroid fans' Metroid game, I guess. These guys are just gonna hound me. Screw this, I don't need this. Get me out of here. Ooh, and this is a little part right here. Figure this out the hallway. When we come down here, I don't want to get hit by you. Again, don't really have the firepower to be taking down these enemies. They're just damage sponges at this point. But if you go all the way to the left, yeah, we get that missile tank plus. Because if you just fall all the way down here, you're gonna miss your opportunity to get that. And I mean, of course, you can always come back later and get it if you want. Or you can hike all the way back up to the top of Burnia if you want to. What is this one? Burnia, that's what it is, yeah. But that just kind of wastes a whole lot of time. I don't got time for that, I gotta move. So it's great to just get 10 missiles off the bat, boom. Yeah, Dread is fantastic, really glad that Nintendo decided to promote it for once. And I do hope that Prime 4 plays it safe as well. I hope it is definitely more Prime 3... Okay, well, wrong way. No, I hope it's more Prime 1 than it is Prime 2 or 3, for sure, you know? No light world, dark world shenanigans, no ammo, no motion control gimmicks, although I don't think that was ever really going to be an issue on the Switch. Most of Nintendo's major first-party games have not really kind of relied on the motion gimmicks that are possible with the Switch, thankfully. But I just need Prime 4 to kind of do exactly what Dread did, like play it really safe. Not necessarily a greatest hits of the series, but take what the series did best, which many people would probably agree was Super Metroid and Prime 1, and kind of build on that, really. Though now that I think of it, Metroid Dread has more like Fusion and Zero Mission and, dare I say, Other M in it more than Super. But here we go, on ability number 2, probably the most important of them all, the Flash Shift. Now this one is critical, dare I say, like the rest of the game is entirely built around this ability. It lets you automatically dash like this. You can do it on the ground if you want, and you can do it twice if you're like really deliberate about how you press it. Boy, just a level of maneuverability that I don't think the Metroid series has ever seen before, seriously. And this is the series that had like the space jump that allowed you to jump infinitely with the screw attack that would kill like pretty much any enemy on command and things like that. But the phase shift is so freaking important for the rest of the game. I'd imagine, like, from what I saw, a lot of speedrunners, yeah, they would use it quite heavily, in fact, but for a lot of boss encounters, it's important, too. And for getting this energy tank, it's going to be important. There we go, because those are all fake blocks right there, of course. My favorite in a Metroid game. Let's see if I can... Nah, not quite. You can't spam it if you want to get the double, necessarily. But it is kind of easy to pull off. Like, it's not something that's super technical. And using it completely depletes your AR, but it recharges really freaking fast. It's not like the Phantom Cloak, where you could just find yourself like, okay, I used it all up, now I have to wait 5 freaking minutes for it to come back while the enemy is on my tail, ruining my freaking day, and giving me insta-death all over the place. But it's neither here nor there, really. We'll worry about that yellow Emmy soon enough. I'm about to get my sweet, sweet revenge for causing me my first game over. Do I really mean, like, game over, though? Does an Emmy death actually count as a game over? I mean, it shouldn't. It should just be like, you got a bad Emmy spawn, Sucks, but, you know, that's life. Don't think I can get that missile right there because the water's gonna fill up too much. But I think this is the second instance of where... beat all you guys. Where you can actually kind of control the water level by blowing up walls and things like that. So I think we just want to explode that. Not a whole lot of anything up there. Even when I did my 100% completion run, I don't remember... that's a hit now. I don't remember if there's actually anything up there. I kind of remember getting there and being like, really, there's nothing up there. And 100%ing Dread is very fun, guys, for sure. I very much enjoyed it. I think it was more fun than Zero Mission, to be honest. Zero Mission kind of went overboard in a lot of ways. But can I reach that? I don't think so. Yeah, we don't want to go this way either. That's exactly where I want to go. I could have phase shift over here too, but 100%ing Dread is really cool, except for, say it with me, the speed booster segments. Yeah, because we know the speed booster is in the game, that freaking E.M.M.I has it where we're going back, so of course Shine Sparking is in it too! And some of the Shine Sparking in Dread can be pretty nasty, don't get me wrong. I will say though, there is not a single Shine Sparking segment in this game that I can think of that really compares to the worst that Zero Mission had to throw at us. Man, Zero Mission was just brutal with some of its Shine Sparking puzzles. In fact, I remember trying to do a few way back in 2013, the first playthrough I ever did for this channel, and failing at some of them miserably. Granted, I didn't know how to do a lot of them properly back then. It was just kind of a matter of luck, just... ah, crap. No. Don't do this to me. Not an underwater segment. Why did you have to spawn right in front of me? You kidding me? Okay, let's just hug the walls here. Go away, please. Alright, I'm gonna try walking behind it. I think we're gonna be good. Yeah, we're just gonna have to drain some energy here for a while, I think. Ah, crap, it's coming at me again. Okay, I think we're fine. It's gonna walk that way a little bit, and then we jump. It's probably gonna hear me. Oh, it didn't hear me. Okay, we're good. Yeah, that's how you use the Phantom Cloak right there. I'm preferably not taking as much damage as I actually did, but hey, I didn't get caught, so I'm not gonna complain. And I think this should be... oh, no, that's the wrong way. That's not gonna do it. Oh, dear. This way. Oh, no. Okay, now this way? I think... oh, yeah, it's down. Yeah, right here. Man, I was completely worrying about nothing right there. And I think the room for the mother brain, the mini brain, is just gonna be right up here. I'm already noticing that, like, the quality of my commentary, if you even want to call it that, is definitely falling in these rooms when the E.M.M.I is hot on my tail. Man, it's just so stressful. Like, you really have to be on your best behavior here. Gotta be on your A game. And there we go. Alright. Mini brain time. I should just call it that, mini brains. And the further you get along in the game, the more HP these things are gonna have, the more Cheerios they're gonna throw at you, and the more mother brain weapons tech they're gonna do. Little pea shooters. Oh, I don't know if I can dodge that one, and I did take a lot of damage from my abuse of the Phantom Cloak. But these things in general are really not all that difficult. Oh god, come on. Go to sleep, there we go. Nice. Woo. And we get all the usual good Omega stuff. Ult it down. Blast him off. Alright, now let's see if I can remember the best place to actually shoot this guy down. Let's see, I want to say, definitely not going to be this corridor. Oh god, wrong way. Oh, it's going to be this one right here. Okay, let's see if I can... nope, too late. Alright, we're going to have to regroup. Let's see if I can chase it around here. If I can get to follow me this way, head back up. Oh god, I forget it's so freaking fast. Oh boy, I'm gonna be glad when that speed booster's back in the right hands. Okay, yeah, this is the hallway. This is it right here. Alright, all the way back. Aim. God, it's hard to aim when it's that far away, though. Come on. Okay, we're at a good angle. Good angle. Charge up all the way, don't miss the lucky shot! And the O. Woo! If you miss that shot, yeah, you're screwed. There's no way out. But another E.M.M.I down. Rest in pieces, you dirty bastard. That's what you get for that one KO. Ah, speed booster. Glad it came back in this game, yeah. Because, you know, it was not in Samus Returns. A lot of people thought that when Samus Returns was remade, they'd find some spot for the speed booster, but they did not. I didn't even really freaking mind, to be honest. Ooh, and that's an energy part. Make sure to grab that. And I probably should have just gone ahead and crashed through this wall right here anyway, but yeah, that's how you do it. Oh, but the major thing for the speed booster in this game is that it doesn't activate automatically whenever you just run for a while, like it would back in Super Metroid. One of the best new additions is that you actually have to hold down on the left thumbstick in order for it to even activate. So yeah, rock on, Mercury Steam. What a fantastic addition. Kind of reminds me of the speed boost function, not really speed boost function, but the dash function in Shantae and the Pirate's Curse. So yeah, glad that's back here. Everything is just improved here, yeah, for sure. Even something like the speed booster.